Okay, Dubay. Josh Freeman today named the Vikings starting quarterback for Monday night's game against the Giants in New Jersey. This is the beginning, I would take it, of an experiment. But here's my question with this. 11-game tryout for Josh Freeman. Do the Vikings want to see what they can get from him and say to themselves, okay, we'll re-sign him? Or does Josh Freeman say to himself, I want to see what I can do, and then I'm going to take myself back to market and go to the highest bidder?
Yeah, I mean, it's a concern. I remember when he signed, it came in here the next day, and I was assuming that there was some sort of team option on the second year, and there's no mention of it. I thought that they would have something built in to protect themselves, that if he blows up and they found their guy, that he can't just go running off. But, I mean, you know what, when there's three suitors for a quarterback like that, in a quarterback poor league, he calls the shots, he dictates the terms, and he wanted an opportunity to play, and he wanted an opportunity to be a free agent at the end of the year. So, I mean, he called the shots, and now you got to deal with it. I would hope that things go well early, so you can get aggressive with him by week 10 or 12 and make him a nice offer. And if he's fitting into the offense, I mean, I tell you what, who wouldn't want to be quarterback for this team? If you're a reasonable quarterback, you've got Adrian Peterson, you got Kyle Rudolph, you got Greg Jennings, Jerome Simpson is serviceable, Cordero Patterson is a star in waiting.
You're forgetting one key name here. You got Bill Musgrave as your offensive coordinator. You got to get Muskie. You got to get Muskie to play the right guys.
You do, and you got to get him out of here ultimately. But the bottom line to me is if Freeman looks good, I mean, for the first 4 or 5 games, and he's fitting in with what is pretty reasonable offensive personnel. I mean, I think that from a skill position standpoint, they're pretty strong. I think he all of a sudden you'd be looking at, okay, I have found some stability, maybe not in terms of a coaching staff, but in terms of surrounding personnel, supporting cast, and I've got a starting job. So why do I want to go start over again? And then I would think that would be the edge you have in re-signing him, and you could throw something at him in week 12, week 13, and never let him hit the market.
What do you think is going through Matt Castle's mind right now? Matt Castle came here as the good soldier, backup quarterback, knowing Christian Ponder might fail, which Ponder did. So then Castle gets the starting job and he wins his first game. And then during the bye week the next week, they sign Josh Freeman. And now Monday night in New York, he's not going to be the number 2 quarterback. That will be Christian Ponder. He's going to be the number 3 quarterback. Matt Castle, we talked to him at Boomtown during training camp. Really nice guy.
Good guy.
Got to be thinking to himself, get me the hell out of Minnesota.
Yeah, he found himself in a bad situation here. There's no doubt about it.
And this is not all Matt Castle's fault.
Oh, hell no. He played 2 games. He played one, I think. To be honest with you, his 2 performances weren't that different. One just came off looking better than the other, but they weren't entirely different. They were both solid outings, I thought. He had no help, no luck, no support on either side of the ball against Carolina. And he wasn't a world beater against Pittsburgh, and he won. So, I mean, he gave him something that they hadn't had. Just a quarterback will sit in the pocket, make a read, and throw the ball down the field, at least to intermediate to deeper ball range. But I mean, in 7 weeks, through no fault or credit to himself, he's been first, second, and now third string. I mean, he spanned the gamut of the depth chart at quarterback.
And this guy was in Kansas City for the last couple of years, where he was bad, but also
he's also a Pro Bowler in Kansas City.
He was, but also completely dysfunctional the last 2 years.
Not a Pete Weber Pro Bowler. I mean, a Pro Bowler.
A Pro Bowler.
Not a Pro Bowler. No,
Pete Weber would be a good guest.
He's a freak. Continue.
So Matt Castle comes here thinking, okay, stability, right?
Yeah.
Les Frazier, this place seems stable, and now anything but stability. Christian Ponder is the backup quarterback on Monday night. I find this to be intriguing. I can't imagine. Now, Frazier on Wednesday, when asked about Ponder, said something along the lines of, I can't see why he wouldn't be with us for the rest of the season. I can't imagine Christian Ponder is actually going to be here for the rest of the season.
No.
I wonder if they're making him the backup quarterback to try and get teams to believe he has some value, so somebody will give him a 6th-round pick for him. There's got to be something at work here, because Christian Ponder's long-term future cannot be in Minnesota. No way.
What if Freeman gets hurt early, Ponder goes in and blows up, looks great, and now all of a sudden
he might blow up.
Well, he can blow up in numerous ways. But what if he does really well, and all of a sudden now you're going to be faced with, God, you really want to give up on this guy already? The nice thing is it's New York, so there won't be much media attention. It's a Monday night. There won't be anybody watching.
ESPN's not
going to play
this
the radar.
ESPN's not going to play this up at all. You are not going to. On SportsCenter, you're going to see no coverage of the change to Josh Freeman. There won't be a sit-down with Josh Freeman.
All they've got to plug on this game right now, from a Viking standpoint, is the uncertainty at the quarterback position. What's-his-face? Tariq on Monday night during the Chargers-Colts game, when they ran a promo for the Viking Giant game, that's the one thing he said this game offers. Who knows who's going to start for the Vikings at quarterback? Tune in and find it. So, I mean, that's the whole angle. So if there's any kind of a Freeman meltdown or Freeman injury and Ponder success, I mean, it's going to turn into a media circus.
The only thing I can assure you, Monday night, John Gruden's going to find a way to praise Josh Freeman, Christian Ponder, and Matt Castle.
And because he wants a job.
These guys are all great. I tell you what, these guys are all fantastic. No, they're not. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, you know what?
We're done, by the way.
What I don't understand is how somebody with that sour of an expression can have that cheery of a disposition. It doesn't match.
Yeah, you think he had that cheery of a disposition with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
I also think the whole scowl thing is fake. I think he forces it. He thinks it's his
deal. You think
deal.
Shucky's fake?
It's his bid. He totally forces it.
All right, we're done. Judd and Dubay is the show. You can hear it 1500 ESPN, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. weekdays. Also, Vent Line after games. Monday night, immediately after the game, Vikings Vent Line with the two of us will air. So if you have anything to say after the game, you call us.
Anything within
2-minute
reason.
warning.
Not
2-minute.
anything.
Well, almost anything. Just don't swear. 2-minute warning. We line the calls up. We take the calls. So it's an early Tuesday morning for you. You can call us right away. Get whatever you have off your chest, and then you can go to bed. We make it that easy for you. Judd Zolgad, Jeff Dubay, 1500ESPN.com. Thanks for watching.